Hi, good evening. I am Gayani Sansala. So today from this video I'm going to explain about the history and evaluation of early childhood education in Pakistan. Content, evaluation and new trends in early childhood education in the country. The first one is introduction, history and early childhood education in Pakistan, early education teaching theories, and then I'm going to talk about new trends of ECCD in Pakistan. So let's start. Introduction. Early child education, easy means early child education is generally regarded as being concerned with the physical care and education of young children from birth to 8 years of age. In most countries in the Asia region, ECE is regarded as a fairly recent development. Here, I will summarize some of the evidence from a global perspective regarding the provision of ECE before describing the recent history and current situation regarding ECE in Pakistan. By way of conclusion, the article will end by suggesting methods and techniques in which the current obstacles to the implementation of the government's easy policy may be overcome for the betterment of young children. This is the introduction. Then we talk about the second topic. This is what we are talking about, history of early child education in Pakistan. The World Conference on Education for All 1990 started that learning begins at birth. The darker framework for action included the expansion and improvement of early childhood care and education as the first of 6 global goals. A number of countries have launched a variety of efforts to meet their global commitment to the development of care and education service for their young children. Pakistan is one of the signatories of the Education for All movement. However, Pakistan has not nationally agreed to implement a systematic scheme of early childhood education. Pakistan Ministry of Education 2009 acknowledged that ECE has not been formally recognized by the public sector in the country. In the public sector, there are no separate classrooms for teachers at the pre-primary stage for a total of 4.532 million children. Namatullah, all 2017. The education of the young mind is an important step in readying the child for future learning experience. The evaluation of early child education has transformed how adults and parents view the importance of offering stimulating and exciting opportunities to the very young. Early child education offers toddlers learning experiences that benefit them throughout their educational career. According to now, the concept of early child education started with the European mother in the early 1800s that educated outside Indian homes. The idea came to America during the Industrial Revolution with infant schools set up in churches, factories, and private homes to care for the young while parents were working. The state of Wisconsin created constitutional amendments to include committees dedicated to free education of children aged 4 to 20 in 1848 and then later in 1837 started the first 4-year-old kindergarten program. As time processed, other states begin to follow Wisconsin's lead in the area of early child education with preschools, daycare centers, and nursery programs starting across the country. In 1926, the National Association for the Education of Young Children, NAEYZ, was established dedicated to improving the well-being of all young children and focusing on the quality of education and developmental services offered to children from birth to the age of 8. Head Start, founded in 1965 as a program through the United States Department of Health and Human Services, was originally founded to ready low-income children over the summer months for upcoming kindergarten. Over the years, Head Start has become a respected preschool age program found in many communities working with children of all backgrounds and abilities. So, according, we are currently talking about the history of early child education in Pakistan. So, now let's talk early education teaching theories. Okay, the concept of educating young children within the family has been happening for many years, but the evaluation of early child education within an outside setting has many different theories and facts. The studies conducted by Jean Piaget, along with the work he did with children, paved the way for educators to create different styles of teaching to use within programs. Many of these theories of teaching are used in preschools around the country. They included the Montessori method. Maria Montessori was the first woman in Italy to receive a medical degree with areas of study in physiotherapy, education, and anthropology. Her belief was that every child was born with the potential and that children should be allowed to be free to explore and play within their environment. In the early 1900s, Montessori visited the United States to share her unique style of teaching. The main focus is to always be attentive to the child and follow the children in the direction they choose to go when learning. The Montessori methods is practiced within many preschools around the country. Reggio Emilia approach. Beginning afterward were second in the city of Reggio Emilia, this preschool teaching styles based in children's symbolic language and the contents of project-oriented curriculum. With the Reggio Emilia approach, community is a large part of the educational process and with opportunities for educational experiences for teachers to maintain their abilities and to enhance and dedicate themselves as educators to the development of the young child. Play-based learning. The concept of play-based learning is exactly what it sounds like, playing to learn. Many educators have helped pave the way to understanding the wonders of allowing children to learn through their play. Bev Boss, both an educator and writer, has been sharing her ideas and concepts through the books and lectures for over 40 years. A suggestion of teaching with the hands of style encourages teachers to let children lead themselves through the problem solving and discovery with minimal intervention and to learn through play. The last topic is new trends of ECCD in Pakistan. Education sector reforms ESR is part of the National Education Policy 1998 to 2010. ESR is an action plan and integrated into the interim provided reduction strategic paper IPRSP. 8% of ESR packages over adult literacy education for all and technical education. Children's Resources International CRI offers early childhood programs, strategies, and practical information for supporting quality and child-centered services for children aged 3 to 5 years in school. Greater focus on physical fitness. The fight against childhood obesity has reached the preschool environment. Teachers are receiving greater encouragement to plan outdoor activities and to allow plenty of time of activity play inside the outside. Some innovative child care and preschool organizations are providing students with training in lifetime supports that many include running, swimming, dancing, and even beginning material arts training. Integration of online technologies into the learning environment. As mobile technologies became even more popular throughout the consumer marketplace, preschool teachers and students alike will be expected to achieve at least a rudimentary grasp of internet access methods and strategies for obtaining necessary information online. While the intuitive lessons taught in preschool and childcare setting may amount to little more than proper use of mouse to navigate online games. This curricular first step may provide a solid foundation for young learners in achieve mastery over, over these basic technology skills. Increases assignment of young learners. Steady growth in early childhood education. As more parents became aware of the positive impact of quality early childhood programs for the future of their children, increase attendance and steady improvement for qualified preschool teachers is expected to continue. In late 2014, Secretary of Education and Duncan predicated that 60,000 more children would be served by early childhood centers in 2015. This expected increase can be attributed in part to the 250 million in funding provided in 2014 under the Preschool Development Grant Program. In 2015, the PDGP initiative distributes more than 237 million in support of early childhood programs in 18 states across the country. References. Thank you for listening to me. And for what I have said, you can get a better understanding of the history of ECCD in Pakistan as well as new trends. So, again, thank you and stay at home, stay safe.